Hi, English 3301 peeps. Dr. Etheridge here. It's a cosmic Dr. Etheridge here. So I have read all the questions that you submitted on Tuesday night, and I have responded to all of them. Wanted to talk a little bit generally just because I think that would be helpful. There is an example of this. It is available in the week 2 folder under Tuesday. It's one of the sample readings. You can look at that. People ask, can we download it and use it as a template? Yes, you can. I think it's perfect. It makes perfect sense to get the document, kind of write your field guide into it. Obviously, you would need to come up with new categories. You need the columns across the top remain the same, but the different categories or types of writing would be something that you would decide as well. Remember, it all needs to fit on one page. That's important. It's a reference, it's a field guide, it's a useful tool for writing as well. In terms of what's submitted, all that is required to be submitted is the field guide and the reflection. If you want to go ahead and submit copies of the documents you looked at as extra attachments, you can do that. Remember, you have to have copies of those documents that you can turn in for the second half or the second assignment as well. But all that's required is the reflection and the actual field guide as well. In terms of references, I'll be talking about that separately, but that last column is references, and you can put page numbers or information. But if you find that you can't get your reference into that little column, you can use a tiny URL. And I'm going to make a separate video showing tiny URLs and how to use them so you can save some space in that reference column as well. Trying to see if any of these other questions talked about references. I talked about what you need to submit. Yeah, and formatted exactly the way the field guide is as well. The rough draft is due Friday, the rough draft again. So I want to see how you're doing. It's a very tentative rough draft as well. Second drafts are due March 4th. And then the final version, the whole thing is due on March 11th. Next couple of weeks, I'm going to talk about reflections and some of those other things as well. But I answered those questions. And the only other thing I'll say is I will post a second video showing you how to make tiny URLs, and that'll save on some room. So good work so far. Thanks for the questions, and keep on learning about writing in your field. Keep on learning about visual design. We're learning about style now, and work steadily a little bit 2 or 3 times a week on your field guide. You should be able to get it done without a big load of stress at the end. If you have any questions, continue to let me know, but thanks for your time and thanks for your questions. Bye.